Salutations, dear friends. Welcome. Congratulations for being regular in listening to Geetha and trying your best to grasp the essence. And I thank you that because of you, I get an idea or a chance to study this profound Gita text. Let us that way have patience, perseverance, apply ourselves in trying to gain the wisdom of Gita. In that effort itself, our intellect becomes sharper and subtler. That subtle intellect of ours makes us understand Gita more beautifully, and we'll know the beauty of Gita. Then we'll understand how necessary, important is Gita knowledge to make our lives successful, beautiful. This conviction will come slowly, but it will take time. You have to give time. नहीं तो कभी भी नहीं होगा. And to those who are already coming regularly, I just strongly suggest you never throughout life leave this your time giving and effort of studying our scriptures, especially Bhagavad Gita. नहीं तो आधे आधे में अटक जाएंगे आप या भटक जाएंगे या सटक जाएंगे नहीं तो लटक जाएंगे. Why should we? Once you made a habit of it, let us continue. Keep on studying, keep on understanding subtly the Gita's message and see its utility in our life. Make use of it. Very wonderful it is. Okay. Now, like every day, today also, three topics. One, the shloka, prarthana wala hum seekhenge. Today will be Hanumanji wala. Then we'll have the common sense thought, very small and short and sweet it is, Gita. In Gita today we'll do fifth chapter, shlokas 4 and 5. Very technical, very spiritual they are. Tough to bring to your level, but still we have titled it as strike balance between wisdom and action, pravritti and nivritti. So these shlokas for spiritual people more. Bhagavan is re-evaluationalizing the ideas and telling us to complement the Sankhya or the Jnana Marga and Yoga or the Karma Marga. If you thoroughly understand each of them, any one of them, and thoroughly you do one thing, then you get the result of both because the purpose result of both is same. That very intelligent thought Bhagavan is going to convey to us in this shloka number 4 and 5 together. First, he will just talk in a very interesting manner. He says, those who think the path of knowledge and path of action are contradictory, they are balaha. But with right understanding, when you do, they complement each other. Put together, though, they give you moksha very quickly. Moksha is the result required. And the destination reached by both of them when they perfectly done are same, is same. Therefore, don't get in yourself confused about दोनों में कौन सा ग्रेट है कौन सा करो या ना करो. You see your personality. If you are action oriented, do karma but karma yoga. That purifies you. You become qualified for knowledge and will get liberation. If you are contemplative thinking oriented, you straight away take up the study of Shastra and contemplate and reach. जो भी हो दोनों में जो लिया परफेक्टली करो जानबूझकर. मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग ना करो, आधा समझदारी ना रखो और जो सीखा है नहीं करना वो भी गलत. सीखो करो दोनों में एक, दोनों का फल मिलेगा. क्यों? क्योंकि फल दोनों का एक ही है. बोथ सांख्य एंड कर्म. It is little technical, little analytical. Let's see if we can convey it or try to understand it. Okay, now let's start. Om, 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. These are our everyday shlokas. Today, Lord Hanumanji's simple shloka is such a great Bhakta of Bhagavan, Sevaka of Bhagavan, Dasa of Bhagavan, and a Bhagavan himself for us. So the shloka is wherever where Bhagavan's Kirtana is going on, Hanumanji goes there, sits with so much of tears of joy and devotion from his eyes. That's the grace of him. And then he is another side, killer, eliminator of all the Rakshasas. These are the two things in Hanumanji's life. They are mentioned in this beautiful prayer of Hanumanji. The words are Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam. Wherever Bhagavan's bhajan, kirtana, nama, sankirtana going on, Tatra Tatra Krutamastaka Anjalim. He goes there, bends the head and folds the hands. Bashpavari Paripurna Lochanam. Eyes are full of the tears of devotion and joy. So to say, he is never contented with Bhagwan's Katha or Leela or Bhakti. Anybody anywhere doing Raghunatha Kirtanam, Hanumanji goes there, sits, and you can see the tears in his eyes. Bashpavari Paripurna Lochanam Marutim. Marutputra Maruti. Vayuputra Namata. Let us salute Rakshasantakam is also killer of outer and inner Rakshasas. So the remover of the outer and inner Rakshasas, when the work is given, then wherever the Rama Katha, Nama Sankirtana going on, with utmost Samadhi like devotion, the one who listens and just folds the hands with the head bending, to such great Hanumanji our salutations. So the lesson for us also, what? Eliminate negative, include positive, do the work, keep achieving. Whenever you are free, take the name of Lord, or wherever that is going on, go there. There are some people, सुबह निकलते हैं, ऑफिस हो गया काम, देन एक आध कोई ना कोई सत्संग एक आध घंटा सुनकर आते हैं वो लोग। घर आते ही फिर थोड़ा सा पूजा पाठ, भोजन, देन कोई काम है तो घर का करना, अगेन स्लीप एंड अर्ली मॉर्निंग दे डू द पूजा पाठ, गो टू द ऑफिस आफ्टर दैट सत्संग। सो देयर जॉब्स आर ओनली दीज फोर। नौकरी करो, सत्संग के द्वारा अपने आप का इंफॉर्मेशन बढ़ाओ, सुबह सुबह घर में साधनाएं करो, then take care of the family. Excellent if these four things are there. Same way, Hanumanji. He has no gar grahasti samsara. Then for him only two things. Eliminate bad and support the good. And when that work is not there, go and see where the Lord's Katha is going on with utmost surrender and devotion. He goes on listening, same Rama Katha again and again. Every time, Rama Mahima, he knows more and more. Rama Bhakti gains more and more tears in the eyes. So that's a shloka. Okay. I'll chant it 11 times. You make it 97 add karke 108. Keep a target of 1080. Do it as soon as possible. Wonderful. Om Sri Hanumat Anjaneya Krupaya Ram Bhakti Praptyartham Dushta Shikshana Shishta Rakshana Rupi Dharma Samstapana Shakti Praptyartham Rama Darshana Brahma Anubhav Praptyartham Sri Anjaneya Sambandhita Shlokasya Parayanam Vayam Sarve Karishyamahe. Om Sri Hanumate Namaha. Om यत्र यत्र रघुनाथ कीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम् यत्र यत्र रघुनाथ कीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम् यत्र यत्र रघुनाथ कीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथ कीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथ कीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम् ओम श्री मारुतये नमः ओम श्री हनुमते नमः ओम श्री आंजनेयाय नमः. So wherever Raghunatha Kirtanam is going on, tatra tatra Krutamastaka Anjalim Bhashmapari Paripurnalochanam Marutim. And in other case, Rakshasantakam, the one who kills the Rakshasas, Namata. Now put together, we have to kill the Rakshas of materialism and bad qualities in us and develop devotion. And with the devotion, either you sing the glory of Lord or when others are singing, you just listen and enjoy only the devotion to the Lord and service to the Lord. That's the meaning. Okay. Now come to Bhagavad Gita, 5th chapter. Already we have come. 4th and 5th shlokas today. The simple meaning is what? Complement the wisdom with activity. Do the action with the wisdom of selflessness and use that wisdom to act in the world for the total, not for you. In this way, complementing of pravritti and nivritti, jnanam and karma, we have to do. So, some of the seekers, I am talking from the sadhana standpoint, they are fully busy in only karma yoga. Some are busy only in the jnana. Both are required for a healthy growth, a healthy flight of the spiritual journey. And for you and I also, don't act without wisdom. And only wisdom without action also cannot give us result. Act wisely, use wisdom in action. Here in the spirituality may, wisdom is about Paramatma Tattva. The action is our own duties and services without any expectation of result, also in the Yajna Bhavana. Okay, when you do with Yajna Bhavana, the karma, the Antakarana becomes Shuddha. One becomes qualified for the Jnanam, and through Jnana Prapti, Moksha will come. Already who are Shuddha in Antakarana, they need not go through this. They directly can study Shastra, contemplate, and go get the truth. Therefore, whether our tendency is of action because of so many of Durgunas or the Vasanas, or our tendency is very calm and quiet because we don't have Vasana. In both cases, the goal should be one only, the Bhagavan. For a person whose antakara is already Shuddha, half the job is done. He will pursue the study, contemplation, reach out. The other person who is so much in the Rajoguna, so much of desire in the mind, that person will have to put an extra effort for some time where he is doing karma of the karma yoga with yajna bhavana. He will also become qualified. But he also should reach the same truth, will reach the same truth if he does it in this way. So these are the beautiful things that are conveyed in these shlokas number 4 and 5. So the words are Sri Bhagavacha Sankhya Yoga Pruthak Balaha Pravadanti Na Panditaha Ekamapi Astitaha Samyaka Uvayor Vindate Phalam. So to yet Sankhya Prapyate Sthanam Tat Yogai Abhigamyate. Therefore, Ekam Sankhyam Cha Yogam Cha Yapashyati Sapashyati. See, these are all the things told by Lord because people only spend whole life in discussing which God is great. विच रिलीजन इज ग्रेट? अरे बाबा, जो जिस रिलीजन में तुम हो उसका प्रैक्टिस करो, तेरे को फायदा होगा. यू आर नॉट हियर इज ए जज टू डिसाइड हु इज ग्रेट, रामा इज ग्रेट और शिवा. अरे दोनों को एस्टिमेट करने का औकात किधर है तुम्हारा? कोई भी एक भगवान का भक्ति कर, उनके अनुग्रह से मुक्ति पा. यू डू दैट. People start to understand. Later on, enter into argument with others to disprove others, never getting time to practice what they've understood. They were never reaching anywhere. To such people, this teaching of Bhagavan is very essential. Because Arjuna's question was like that, कि दोनों में कौन सा श्रेष्ठ है, मैं कौन सा करूं? संन्यासम कर्मणाम कृष्ण पुनर्योगम च शंससि ये श्रेय है, ये तो योर एकः. दोनों श्रेय का कारण होते हैं only when you know the correct definition and meaning of them. That is what Bhagavan is trying to help us to understand. Let us see what it is meant by, after chanting, then literal meaning, spiritual meaning, our meaning. Start. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita अथ पंचमोऽध्यायः कर्मसन्न्यासयोगः. श्रीभगवानुवाच. चतुर्थ पंचमौ श्लोकौ. Already I told you the words. Now straight away, how many times we chant? 3 times we do one. Then together 2 times we chant. Shri Bhagavanuvacha, Shri Bhagavanuvacha, Sankhya Yogau Pruthak Balaha, Sankhya Yogau Pruthak Balaha, Sankhya Yogau Pruthak Balaha, Pravadanti na Panditaha, प्रवदन्ति न पंडिताः, प्रवदन्ति न पंडिताः. एकमप्यास्थितः सम्यक्, एकमप्यास्थितः सम्यक्, एकमप्यास्थितः सम्यक्, उभयोर्विन्दते फलम्, उभयोर्विन्दते फलम्, उभयोर्विन्दते फलम्. नेक्स्ट. यत्सांख्यैः प्राप्यते स्थानं, यत्सांख्यैः प्राप्यते स्थानं, यत्सांख्यैः प्राप्यते स्थानं, तद्योगैरपि गम्यते, तद्योगैरपि गम्यते, तद्योगैरपि गम्यते. एकं सांख्यं च योगं च, एकं सांख्यं च योगं च, एकं सांख्यं च योगं च, यः पश्यति स पश्यति, यः पश्यति स पश्यति, यः पश्यति स पश्यति. टुगेदर. श्री भगवानुवाच. सांख्ययोगौ पृथक् बालाः, प्रवदन्ति न पंडिताः, एकमप्यास्थितः सम्यक्, उभयोर्विन्दते फलम्. यत्सांख्यैः प्राप्यते स्थानं, तद्योगैरपि गम्यते. एकं सांख्यं च योगं च, यः पश्यति स पश्यति. अगेन. सांख्ययोगौ पृथक् बालाः, प्रवदन्ति न पंडिताः, एकमप्यास्थितः सम्यक्, उभयोर्विन्दते फलम्. यत्सांख्यैः प्राप्यते स्थानं, तद्योगैरपि गम्यते. एकं सांख्यं च योगं च, यः पश्यति स पश्यति. Today first we will see our meaning, then we will explain in a spiritual meaning, because our meaning is small, spiritual meaning is more. First word to word meaning. First word to word. What is word? Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya means path of knowledge. Yoga means path of action. Pruthak, alag alag. Iti. In this way, balaha pravadanti. The ignorant, childish people will talk like that. Na panditaha. Not the wise people. This is the literal meaning. सांख्य और योग पृथक पृथक है. ऐसे जो समझे नहीं बच्चा लोग, वो लोग ऐसे कहेंगे. पंडित लोग नहीं कहते. Why? Because Ekamapi astita samyak ubayoho phalam vindate. Means any one of them you thoroughly do, you get the result. The result is both of same. Same is of both. That's why in the next shloka, yat sankhyayi prapyate sthanam, that place where a Sankhyan reaches on the seat of meditation, that yogair apigamyate, the karma yogi is also through antakarana shuddhi, again rahata for the jnana prapti, he will get jnanam and reach there only. Therefore, from the phala drushti, because both of them give the same phala, we should say they are one. Though, when it comes to performance level, in the path, there may be some difficulty, some differences. Therefore, ekam sankyam cha yogam cha yapashyati. The one who is able to understand in entirety both sankhya and yoga and understand the synergy between them, knows that they are complementary. That knower alone is known correctly, and he will use both of them, sankhya and yoga, for his own spiritual successes. Ekam sankyam cha yogam cha yapashyati sapashyati. So, what is the meaning for us? And same is for spiritual also, that is technical. So, Sankhya means wisdom, sir. Yoga means action. Okay. Now, which is great, which is important, means both are. And one without other is empty, the other one, and both are complementing each other. Is it not? Like, for example, knowledge, let us talk. Is knowledge important or not? Yeah. Is it important without the karma? Action, that's so. How can the knowledge help us if that is not implemented through action? I'm talking about our own selves. If you have the knowledge but it is not implemented in action, what is the use of this knowledge? Now, the other side, you are acting vigorously, but dimag nahi hai, knowledge nahi hai. So then you only act, react, and do the wrong things only. See, in the education system, इसका एक एग्जाम्पल है. अब तो पूरा फर्क हुआ. We are talking about our age, maybe some years back, even 30, 40. In our education, Indian education system, Sankhyam is taught. Theory of all physics, chemistry are taught. Not much of the practicals because there are no labs. 6-7 कॉलेजों के बीच एक ही लैब होता था. अब कौन जाके खड़े होगा वो? That is why Indians are experts in theory those days. In the Western countries, I heard they are straight away taken to the lab and the practical उनसे कराते हैं. Theory उनको पूरा उतना दिमाग में नहीं. They give value to the theory. Practice. Theory उसको ज़्यादा वो लोग मायना नहीं देते. Understood? कोई सांख्य कर रहा है, कोई योग कर रहा है. But actually we have to, that's why Indians were theoretically great, practical में फिर लुढ़कते थे. Those people are practically good, but ask them theory exams, they have failed. Therefore, in West also now, to their practice, the theory is added. Here also, in Indian education system, to the theory, through all the labs, etc., practice also added. Then only the result will come. So simple for us. सांख्य और योगा पृथक ऐसे बालाह कहते हैं, चिल्ड्रन, न पंडिताः. Then ekamapi astita samyak ubhayor vindate phalam. Either of these two, when you do systematically, you get the phala. And phala being common to both of them, you get the phala of both. And it is in that only the sentence is there. You have understood the thing completely. Sankhya is full. But the result will not come unless you implemented the work. Therefore, be a wise person, but be practical. A practical wise person is successful. Other side, you are doing action, very good, but do it wisdom, no? Then only it is called as samyak anushritam. Very well done. See, very well done of action is only when it is with the wisdom. Very well done of the wisdom is only when it is followed with an action. Therefore, तुम कर्म करना है तो करो, उसी पे तुम्हारी दृष्टि लगाओ, because you are work oriented. But how can you forego the wisdom? Be a worker with wisdom, then you reach out the goal. Here also, you have got the wisdom, but very good, but be a wise person with the work behind. Else, how will you become successful? I know how to cook, but I am not doing actually cooking. Then the food will not be available to me. Or I am cooking, but पता ही नहीं कौन सा मसाला डालना है. Then सड़ा हुआ आएगा वो. You can't eat it. So therefore, whether you are wanting to a patriotic person, social servant, doing your job, etc., any of the thousands of goals you keep, I am telling the youngsters, be wise regarding all the knowledge required. Be practical also. Then only success comes. Doing practically but dimag theek nahi hai, so then that doings will be not fruitful because knowledge is not there. Have all knowledge but seated somewhere, तमाशा देख रहा है, कुछ कर नहीं रहा तो फल आएगा नहीं. Everywhere so. You have the knowledge of farming, but you are not plowing the land and doing the work actually, you will not get the crop. So too, you are doing the farming and all, but दिमाग ही नहीं है. पहले पूरे सीड डाल दिए, उसका फिर खेत जोता, फिर उसके बाद वो क्या कहते हैं, weeds are removed. Then again, how can you do that confused way? There is a system, there is a knowledge, you have to have it. Then the difference between these two are what? We already seen in the third chapter. Lokesmin Dvida Nishta Pura Prokta Mayanagha Jnana Yogan Sankyanam Karma Yogana Yoginam. So a person in whose antakarana, the Sattva Guna is more, he is knowledge oriented. Therefore, predominantly will have knowledge, but knowledge alone will not help. He'll have to create that action ness in him, and he'll have to use that knowledge to be practical, then knowledge will result come. Others are there engrossed in Rajoguna. They want to act. You can't stop them. But that action without the wisdom behind is a pagalpan only. So with that person who is very vigorous in action, take the help of knowledge and put that action ability in achieving something substantial. So too, a wise person should take one or the other practical things, do that and use your wisdom to succeed. And you and I as youngsters, neither wisdom is complete there of any of the fields, nor ready to work. We are in tamo guna, at the intellectual level not taking the knowledge, at the sense and mind level not working. Such is not a fellow or felly, they are buffalo and buffalo. If at all any animal is there. No, many of us ना जानना चाहते ना करना चाहते, लेकिन सब कुछ चाहते हैं. अरे बिना किए, बिना जानकारी के किए तेरे को कैसे मिलेगा कुछ भी? किसको भी नहीं मिलता. Never in the notion that I'll continue my ignorance, I'll continue my laziness, then all the money should come, success should come, name and fame should come, promotion should come. ये बेवकूफी से जितना जल्दी हो सके उतना बाहर आ जाओ. It's a सरासर बेवकूफी है. World doesn't run in that way. That you sit like a buffalo and you are given everything, neither knowledge nor work. That is there in some funny countries like India, because the variety of stupid people that on the name of the reservation ना कोई ज्ञान देते उसको लेता भी नहीं और ना कोई कर्म करने देते क्योंकि reservation. The worst thing, if at all something hinders the progress of a nation, is the prolonged nonsense of reservation. कम ही नहीं हो रहा, कुछ ना कुछ नाम पे reservation दे ही जा रहे. Then how can the intelligentsia, hard work be encouraged? Reservation should be for the hard working intelligent people, not because of any other reason. Those who are neither working hard nor having wisdom, if you give them some opportunities, neither they will do nor they will contribute to the nation's progress. It's an open secret. But कौन मानेगा इस बात को? Everybody wants on minorities, on a caste basis, this, that. कुछ ना कुछ दे ही जाओ. अबे तुमको अकल है क्या उसका? नहीं है. काम करोगे क्या? नहीं है. फिर क्यों देना है तुमको power or position? Because of reservation. Is there any sense in that? I tell you all the time, I am saying you. In education, you give full reservation. पूरा free कर दो उनको. Don't give freedom or that reservations in jobs. Jobs which are for the nation's building and integrity and prosperity should be given for only those who are qualified. Qualification is wisdom and readiness to act. Freely give them wisdom. This is okay. But if that fellow has not got the wisdom, don't put him in a place where the wisdom is required. He doesn't have it, then he will not do the work there. But I will give him my reservation. I'll get the votes. Only as long as any nation doesn't start giving importance only to the qualification, only to the perfect, all these great qualified people, that nation will never grow. क्या होगा? I told you the other day. On the name of reservation, what is happening? कितना भी पढ़ो तो मुझको नहीं मिल रहा है नौकरी, because I don't belong to reservation category. Therefore, these fellows are stopping to study because कितना भी पढ़ो नहीं मिल रहा. Other fellows बिना भी पढ़ो anyway मिल रहा है because reservation, तो वो लोग भी नहीं पढ़ रहे. So both ways wisdom is not gained. ये साइड इफेक्ट बहुत बुरा है. Only for the quality and qualification we have to give support. नहीं तो ruthlessly you give him the lower work and tell him to become qualified. Like in all the borders on the name of reservation, वो 4.5 feet वाले, मोटू पतलू मोटे वाले या very कमजोर वाले, ऐसे लोगों को on the name of reservation if you put on the borders, what will they do? How can they protect the country? I don't know whether in army there are reservations. सोचना पड़ेगा मुझे. इससे हंसी मजाक वाली बात नहीं होगी. Not seeing the देशभक्ति and all other things just because of the day. वो जाके वो क्या करेगा वो? So this is how Sankhya and Yoga, those who say they are Pruthak, they are Balaha, na Pandita. And Ekamavi Aste Samyaka means you are action oriented, but take the help of wisdom. You are a wise person, take the help of action. Both of them will have to make you successful. That is the goal of both of them. So become successful by adopting any one of them. Don't waste your time in fighting, which is great, which is great. यत् सांख्यै प्राप्यते स्थानं तद् योगैरभिगम्यते. See, very intricate, subtle points. I tell you, for example, a person is very hard working, but wisdom nahi hai. So he gets the wisdom help from someone. With that wisdom, he does the action, he becomes successful. The other fellow has got all the wisdom, but to work he has no hands or legs. Then he puts the workers and he is also becoming successful. दो तरह के सक्सेसफुल पीपल आर देयर इन दिस वर्ल्ड. एक्शन वाले सक्सेसफुल हैं even though they don't have wisdom, but they take guidance from someone. So to wise people are also successful even though they have only wisdom, they don't work, but they take somebody to work. Like in western countries, workers are there, intelligent people are not there. Therefore all NRIs are going now. Indians are going to become NRIs. Earlier they had wisdom, no workers. Therefore India was supplying the workers and laborers. Indians in the 60s, 70s, 50s, they used to go only a laborer. Bartan majte the, even now they do that on the name of part-time job. Don't ask them what part-time job. When they say I'm doing part-time job, you say, oh, very good. Don't ask what is that. They will not tell. Many. Not to their dignity. I'm doing PhD research. But वहाँ जाके पेड़ से फल काटता हूँ मैं या इसका छिलका निकालता हूँ. They do all that. So those days they had wisdom but nobody to work. Indians meant. Now there are people who work but wisdom nahi hai. Again Indians are supplied. In India, wise and workers both are there. Therefore, our economy is little stable now. In the individual level also, we have to complement both of them. If you don't have wisdom, take from others, but work hard. And if you have the wisdom but not working hard, take the help of others and together prosper. That's how in many of the companies, एक पैसे देने वाला होता है, काम देने वाला होता है, करने वाला और आइडिया देने वाला. तीनों मिलकर पार्टनर बने तो the company flourishes. Somebody is investing money. Somebody is giving all the ideas, wisdom. Somebody is working. Together is success. Clear? Now what is the spiritual message? Same is the spiritual message. थोड़ा सा आपको डीप जाना पड़ेगा. So, सांख्य योगौ पृथक इति बालाः परवन्ति न पंडिताः. एकमपि आस्थितः सम्यक् उभयोर्विन्दते फलं यत् सांख्यैः प्राप्यते स्थानं तद् योगैरपि गम्यते. एकं सांख्यं च योगं च यः पश्यति स पश्यति. Okay. Now let us define who is Sankhyan, who is Karma Yogi. Sankhya means that people who are having knowledge and detachment. They have the knowledge of the truth, they have no attachment to the world. Because there is no attachment to the world, their mind is calm and quiet. The knowledge of the truth they have, therefore they meditate, then they reach to the realization of the God. Okay? These are the Sankhya. Sankhya means Jnana Sahita Sannyasi, not Jnana Rahita Sannyasi. You understood? Jnana Rahita Sannyasi are people wanting to escape from the world, they take up sannyasa. काम भी नहीं करेंगे, ज्ञान भी नहीं है. Their dress only is of sannyas. Neither they are working outside nor they are growing in spirituality. But a Jnana Sahita Sannyasi is called Sankhyan, Sankhya Vyakti. He has got the wisdom of truth, reality, and sannyasi is not interested in the world because through Viveka he has got Vairagya. He will reach through meditation Paramatma. What about the karmi? The karma yogi is he who is vigorously doing karma, but there is no apeksha for him for the karma phala. Is it not? So karma phala apeksha rahita. Then as we have seen in the second, third chapter, the samatva buddhi yukta karma yogi. Because he is doing work, his antakarna becoming shuddha. He has no phalapeksha, therefore no new things are added, and he is balancing himself in the pairs of opposite. With this, what happens, to that karma yogi, antakarna becomes shuddha. He also now, like the Sankhyan, becomes qualified for the jnanam. Through jnanam, he gets also moksha. So, you are a hard-working person? Yeah. 3 things you do. Maintain the samatva buddhi. Second is what? Don't have the karma phala apeksha. And vigorously work. When you do this one, you get antakarana shuddhi and you reach Paramatma. You are already intelligent person, then just add sannyasitva to it. What's that? Don't misuse your intelligence for anything of the world. Have vairagya for it. You are a sannyasi. Sankhyan is jnana sahita sannyasi. Jnana is the knowledge of the truth. Sannyasam is not interested in anything in the world. So that jnana will not be obstructed by any desires. So he will meditate and realize. The yogi is what? Karma yogi. He is doing karma without phalapeksha. And is doing karma remaining in the balance of the samatva buddhi. Is not perturbed. And he is doing with the yajna spirit. So with yajna spirit, a karmishta vyakti does the karma without phalapeksha called as karma yoga. And when pairs of opposite are coming, success, failure, his balance, maintaining balance, his antakarna becomes shuddha. Shuddha antakarna qualifies one for, again, wisdom. Wisdom, wise person, through meditation, discovers the self. That is why the Sankhya yoga prutakiti balaha pravadanti na panditaha ekamapi ashrita samyaku. दोनों में से एक भी अच्छी तरह करो उभयोः फलम विन्दते. Why? Because दोनों का फल एक ही है. That is said in the next shloka. That's what यत् सांख्यैः प्राप्यते स्थानं तद् योगैः अपि गम्यते. The state of liberation gained by Sankhyans alone is reached by the karma yogi, who is doing the duties or the karmas without phalapeksha, with balance and as a yajna bhavana. Because of the result being same, the one who sees both of them as same, complementary, that person is wise person. Therefore, ekam sankyam cha yogam cha yah pashyati sah pashyati. जिसने दोनों का कॉम्प्लीमेंटेशन सीखा वही समझदार है. The complementation of wisdom as well as the work, the karma. Understood? So, a jnani, without any attachment to anything, pursuing the jnana marga, he gets moksha. A karmishtha vyakti, doing karma, but without any phalapeksha, again, with a yajna bhavana, he becomes shuddha in antakarana, again he becomes qualified for jnana. तो ये कर्मयोगी एक स्टेप ज्यादा लगाना पड़ेगा. ज्ञानी के लिए डायरेक्ट है. But whether it's karma yogi or jnana yogi, both should be aiming at mukti only through jnana. The other options are what? Instead of karma yogi, you are a karma bhogi and karma rogi. So instead of jnana yogi, you are a jnana rogi. What is the meaning of karma rogi and jnana rogi? You are gaining only knowledge of the world and doing those actions by which only worldly things you are involving in, not spiritual. So too, the karma rogi is doing only those actions which are fulfilling our desires. karma yogi or jnana yogi, for both of them, the Paramatma alone should be goal. Once goal is Paramatma alone, depending on your temperament, if you are Rajoguni, karma path is important for you. If you are a Sattva the jnana path is important for you. Complement karo dono ko. In the Jnana Marga, the complementation is don't allow any desires to crop up. In the Karma Yoga, have the wisdom of Samatva, have the wisdom of doing without Phalapeksha, have the wisdom of the Yajna Bhavana. So, to a Karma Yogi, the wisdom of Yajna Bhavana, wisdom of Phalapeksha Rahitya, wisdom of Samata will help in reaching the Paramatma. Of course, a step in between, called as Antakarna Shuddhi. Here also, for a Jnana Yogi, he is pursuing the Jnana Arga, but anything other than Paramatma, when the temptations come, he should say, Namaste, I don't want. Like Hanumanji. The Mainaka Parvata came, or when he was looking for Sitaji in Lanka, so many forests or all those trees, fruits he has seen, but he never got tempted. Because खाएंगे पिएंगे सोएंगे कुछ नहीं. My mission is to find Sita Mata and inform Rama. He was on that work only. He was Jnana Yogi and never allowed any desires to overpower. So too, he was a karmista in such a way that he never expected any result for himself. Phalapeksha Rahitya. And he is doing it for Yajna. Why? Because when Sita ji is consoled that way and the Samachar is given to Rama, Rama comes and finishes Ravanadi, then the whole world will be peaceful. So that's a Yajna Bhavana. And he was in Samatva. When he met Vibhishana in Tulsi Ramayana, so Vibhishana praises him, Samatva. When he was there in Ravana's place, he was caught, he was beaten, his tail was burnt, he was never disturbed because Samatva है. एक काम करना है भगवान के लिए तो उसमें सुख दुख या ऐसा आते जाते हैं. The one who gets disturbed by them, he'll never do the work. Like a person in an office working. Sometimes boss will scold, sometimes boss will love. अरे if you value them too much, you learn work. मियाँ बीवी कभी प्यार होगा कभी गम होगा. अब लड़ोगे तो कट्टे नहीं रहोगे तुम. समत्व होना चाहिए हमको. Like you all have a samatvam. Some days the class is very easy to understand, but today it is very sublime and subtle. Maintain the samatva, then we become regular. नहीं है तो आज स्वामी जी क्लास बहुत मुश्किल था, ऐसा करके कल आना बंद करोगे तो कल के ब्यूटीफुल थॉट्स विल बी डिनाइड ऑफ. Is it not that way? So for the spiritual seekers, see your temperament. If you are intellectual oriented, straight away study Vedanta, meditate and realize. If you are action oriented, to the action, first of all, do only dharmic karma. Second, make the karma yoga by removing the phalapeksha. Third, make it yajna by doing it for the sake of totality. Fourth, en route, maintain the samatha or balance. Then what will happen? As you progress in this space, sometime, all the pressures because of which you are involved in the karma, they keep going away. That's called Shuddhi Avantakarana. That one you will be qualified for the knowledge. Then few thoughts are given to you. That is enough. You need not study every Upanishad. A Jnani studies every Upanishad and he revels in it. And any one of the Upanishad he takes and realizes. A कर्म योगी को सब नहीं पढ़ना. एक ही उपनिषद गुरु पढ़ाएंगे, उसमें के भी थोड़े ही श्लोक पढ़ाएंगे, उतना काफी है, he can realize. But that karma yogi should become karma yogi by doing karma with phalapeksha in the yajna bhavana with samatha. These are all very practical wherever you are. Please, the languages may change, the objects may change, but the definitions of bondage and liberation are same wherever we are. Therefore, the sadhana for liberation also is same. भाषा कुछ भी हो, सबको हमें ऐसे ही व्यवहार करना है. पहले what is our work you decide according to nature, duty. Then whatever salary comes for your survival, you do it. More than that, don't expect in phala. So to have the beautiful idea of everybody should be benefited through this. Third one was somebody will insult, somebody respect, sometimes success, sometimes failure, sometimes you win and lose. So what? Maintain samatha. This is how we have to live our life. Karma yogi hai to. Jnana yogi hai to go on plan, find the plans, conceive greater ideas and give it to someone, they will implement. दुनिया में एक बंदा होता है सबसे विजडम लेकर काम करते जाता है. एक और बंदा होता है सबको विजडम देने का ही काम है उसका, खुद नहीं करता. There are both of them reaching to the same destination of helping the society, because society needs wise people as well as people of action. So Sankhya Yoga Pruthak Balaha Pravadanti na Panditaha Yekamapi Astitaha Samyak Ubayor Vindate Phalam Yat Sankhyahi Prapyate Sthanam Tad Yogairapi Gamyate Ekam Sankhyam Cha Yogam Cha Yah Pashyati Sa Pashyati. A person Rajoguni who is involved in the action, when he becomes from Karmishta to Karma Yogi. What is the meaning of a karmi becoming karma yogi? Is bringing the buddhi. What is the buddhi? Where phalapeksha is not kept, where the yajna bhavana is brought, where sukha dukkha samaya kurtva is done. When these three done, that karma yogi, because whatever pressures he was doing in karma, he will remove those pressures. Then the mind is calm and quiet. Then to him, again, what jnanam the jnana yogi is following, that alone is said. No need to be so much elaborate. They are like in these people in the world. There are people who, through chanting the thousands names of Lord also, Vishnu Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranama, they reach Bhagwan. There are some people, Om Shri Namaya Namah, Om Namah Shivaya, इतना कर देते हैं वो भी पहुंच जाते. In the same way, Karmi, by becoming Karma Yogi, where he uses Buddhi, in which he understands Phala Apeksha should not be there, in which he understands everybody should get benefit out of it, the one who lives the life of balance. His Antakarna becomes Shuddha. Remember, Shuddha Antakarna is a beautiful, qualified equipment for the Lord to come as the Guru and give the wisdom. With that wisdom, you also become liberated. In this way, एकमप्यास्तित सम्यक उभयोर विन्दते फलम यत् सांख्यै प्राप्यते स्थानं तद् योगैरपि गम्यते एकम सांख्यम च योगम च यः पश्यति स पश्यति. एंड दोनों का फल मोक्ष. नाउ आई एम टॉकिंग प्योरली स्पिरिचुअली. दोनों का पर्पस मोक्ष ही है. Jnana yogi straight away goes because there are no inner obligations or problems. The karma yogi, by doing karma in the karma yoga form, he becomes qualified and he reaches. But the point is, both are capable of reaching you to liberation, and both of them have to be done for reaching liberation. Neither the jnani, without being practical, should not be only theoretical one, nor the karma yogi get lost only in the karma of the world. दोनों को भगवानी लक्ष्य ऐसा होना है. Then these words become spiritual. Otherwise, what? So many people are gaining so many other knowledges. They are using that and they are becoming professionals. They are earning the money. They are enjoying the world. One day they are dying. So to a karma yogins, different goals they are conceiving, plans they are making, they are enjoying they also their successes, but not moksha. दोनों का लक्ष्य भगवत प्राप्ति के द्वारा मोक्ष होने से फिर दोनों एक दूसरे को कॉम्प्लीमेंट करते हुए वहां तक पहुंच सकते हैं. In all, don't struggle in fighting to establish which is great among those two and doing nothing. This is गलत. Like Ram great है कि Krishna great है. Your upasana to whomever you belong, that is great. That will help you. You neither have ability to decide Rama great or Shiva great, nor there is a need. तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है फिर? राम ग्रेट है तो कृष्ण ग्रेट, तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है तुमको तब फर्क पड़ेगा जब तुम दोनों में किसी एक के भक्त बनकर उनका उपासना करोगे. In the same way, Swamiji, is Jnanam Shreshtam, is Karma Shreshtam? That's what Arjuna's question. Third chapter also asked, Jayasi Chet Karmasti Mata Buddhirjanardana. Here also, Sannyasam Karmanam Krishna, Punar Yogam Cha Shamshasi. You are praising Sannyasa, again you are praising the yoga. Yatsre Tadirekam Tanme Bruce Nishtam. Bhagavan, that's why I said, Sannyasa Karma Yoga Nishreyasa Karau Bhau. In the beginning only said, whether you are Karma Sannyasa or Jnana Yogi, your goal should be Nishreyasa. But in that test to karma sannyasa karma vishishyate, specific answer is given because you specifically asked for yourself. You being filled with so much of thoughts in your mind that I have to defeat Duryodhana and get my kingdom back. He has taken it away from me and they are enjoying from 14-13 years. We are in the jungle भटक रहे. अब इतने thoughts तुम्हारे अंदर है. इसको लेकर तुम ध्यान में बैठोगे ना, you can never wait it. So better for you right now is do the karma of the yuddha, but not for phalapeksha. Then you become antakarna shuddha, then you become qualified for sankhya or the jnanam. Then the guru will give upadesha, and with that calm, quiet mind, tattva jnanam you can get, do meditation, reach to that anubhuti. These are all, wonderful things, sublime things. We have to have different stamina to study these shlokas of Gita, different loving attitude, different respect and reverence. And you have to cull out some days from our life exclusively dedicated for that. then only the picture starts becoming clearer. You being youngsters, right now तो तुम इतना ही समझो जितना तुमको जरूरत है. When you really become purified in the heart, when the jignasa in you comes, that I this way want to understand Gita from sadhana standpoint, that time you go to a guru, get taught from him the Shankara Bhashya के साथ Gita, then you follow it. तब तक see the Gita, how it is guiding us for even our outer success. Take that guidance, become successful, be grateful to Gita ji, and help others also by making them know the glory of Gita. That's what our job. So, more practically here, have wisdom, but use that wisdom in action and get success. Have the action done, but don't do it without knowledge or don't do it with ignorance. Be wise. In that way, complement both of them. ऐसा मत कहो मैं करूंगा लेकिन मेरे को ज्ञान का हिम्मत नहीं है पाने का, या मेरा ज्ञान है but I'm lazy to work. See the Maya of this world, maximum people are of these three types. The fourth type are very rare. What are the three types? ना कोई ज्ञान है ना कोई कर्म है. These are 50-60%. Then the 20% are those जिनको ज्ञान है लेकिन करना नहीं चाहते. सब लोग कर रहे हैं लेकिन दिमाग नहीं है. Very 1 or 2% are there who have all the wisdom and all the vigor, vitality to work also. In fact, because of those few people only, a nation or the world is standing, progressing. Not because of the other three categories. And you decide for yourself. You want to be a practical wise man or you want to practice your wisdom. These two you want, or you want to be a person with knowledge without action, or doing action without knowledge, or without both of them. तुमको क्या चाहिए बताओ, क्या करना चाहते, तुम्हारा दिमाग किस पे लग रहा है? If you say, Swami, I think neither work nor knowledge because lot of money is there, earned and kept for me by my father and my grandfather, my ancestors. Such fellow, बेटा एक पैसे तो खत्म जाएंगे, तो फिर ज्ञान नहीं पाया तूने, कर्म का आदत नहीं बना, आप फिर उसके बाद आप कैसा हो, खत्म होने के बाद पैसे दोबारा कमाओगे? Never whether you have money or not. Getting wisdom, getting action, getting the habit of acting is always healthy. Okay, for you and I, it's a professional jnanam, it's all our vyavahara jnanam. For a spiritual seeker, it is tattva jnanam, atma jnanam, brahma jnanam, upanishad jnanam. And they have to do the variety of sadhanas. ज्ञान है, सी देयर ऑल वेराइटी ऑफ पीपल. ज्ञान भी है, अंतःकरण शुद्धि भी है, ध्यान करो. ज्ञान है लेकिन अंतःकरण शुद्धि नहीं है, तो कर्मयोग करके अशुद्ध अंतःकरण होकर ज्ञान पाओ. कर्म करने को तैयार है लेकिन ज्ञान नहीं है, तो ज्ञान पाओ, साधना के लिए कर्म करो. In that way, we have to combine all these things, complement all these things. But for you people, this much is enough. Balance between the wisdom and work. Don't work without wisdom. Don't just maintain the wisdom without using it through work. Be complementing each other and achieve your goals or successes. In spirituality, दोनों का लक्ष्य परमात्मा ही मानो. ज्ञान मार्गी हो तो तुरंत मिलेगा लक्ष्य. अगर वो तैयारी नहीं है अंदर, so what? You do the karma as karma yoga and get that lakshya. Like in this life, my heart is not pure enough to know the self. Doesn't matter. In the whole life, work karma as karma yoga. You will get a pure heart next life. That time you pursue knowledge and reach the goal. गोल परमात्मा है ऐसे मानना है. ज्ञान से ही परमात्मा मिलते हैं जानना है. शुद्ध अंतःकरण only can have the jnana that may know. Through karma yoga only I can become antakarna shuddha. And for that first come out of being karma rogi, karma bhogi. This is even worse than that is what? Doing no karma, only eating like a buffalo. The children at home up to the age of 15-16, they say that they are studying, but किसके मेहरबानी के लिए नहीं पता, कोई कर भी नहीं करते घर में बफेलो की तरह. And that misguidance is given by parents. हिम्मत नहीं है parents को बच्चों से काम कराने को. And one child for 4 stupid people, the parents and grandparents, if one fellow gives work, अब उसको क्यों काम दे रहे हो, पढ़ने दो, क्या पढ़ रहा है, सड़ रहा है टीवी देखते हुए. You must, the age of 14-15, never ever be without action. कुछ ना कुछ काम घर का करते रहना. ये आदत तुमको आगे काम को आएगा. If you are lazy now, this laziness will destroy you in future. So to increase your wisdom. So wisdom and dynamism. Wisdom, dynamism should be continuously made a habit in us. With that only we will live till death we maintain that. Thank you. Sarvam Krishna Arpanam. Let us chant the shlokas. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Sankhya Yoga Prathak Balaha Pravadanti na Panditaha Ekamapyastitah Samyak Uvayor Vindate Phalam Yat Sankhyaih Prapyate Sthanam Tadyogairavigamyate Ekam Sankhyam Cha Yogam Cha Yah Pashyati Sa Pashyati. Tomorrow will be told at this moment because of our Rajoguna in the mind, the sadhana for us is to be vigorously acting. And while acting, when the phala apeksha is dropped, that pressures of action go away. That will be taught to us tomorrow. It's a very good chapter. It's very sublime, I know. I am sure you are also feeling it. But then why not make a listening? Let's see, kuch to click hoega. Thank you. Hanumanji Shloka today. Yatra yatra raghunatha kirtanam tatra tatra krutamastakанjalim bashpavari paripurnalochanam marutim namatarakshasantakam. And today's common sense thought is stabilize yourself first in yourself. Then go for the world. Today we have not seen common sense thought. Straight away from the shloka we came to Geetha, I think. So the common sense thought was don't be restless in the world, wanting to do this or achieving that. First stabilize yourself. In the sense, maintain a good health, maintain a good peace of mind, maintain little sharp intellect. इसके ऊपर focus करो. Then using them, you reach to your small little goals that are made. Without paying attention to your own being, don't become restless in going into the world. संभालो पहले अपने आप को तैयार रखो. As a youngsters, a common sense is mind yourself, mind your health. पहले उसको वैल्यू दो. Don't just because the friends are calling or there, you just go though the health is not good and make it more aggravated. Or they are calling and you went and any nonsense they offer, you eat and spoil the health. No, 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 no. It's not right way of a wise youngster. Always an eye should be kept in your own personality layers. First, it should be kept intact, protected, empowered, nourished, kept free, or made fit for great achievements. उस पे ध्यान देना. The other thing of these two is the other two things are of this is what इसके खिलाफ इसके अलावा बाकी दो क्या हम करते हैं. We ourselves take initiative and do those things by which our faculties are disturbed, or others when they influence us, then we get carried away with their words. That time also we fail or spoil our faculties. ये दोनों मत करना. Neither yourself spoil your faculties like 9, 9:30, 10, max 10:30. You have to sleep. But like a ullu, up to 1 o'clock you watch TV. Though 2.5, 3.5 hours where the mind senses need the rest, you have not given it. Then the entire next day is destroyed. पहले अपने दिमाग पे अपने तबीयत पे ख्याल रखो. It is not worthy, even though it looks good, than your own health. Or other thing is what? Same thing. You are not gone, you're doing it your own self. The friends call, चल रहे पार्टी करते हैं 2 बजे तक. पर दोनों का खुद करो या दूसरों के इन्फ्लुएंस में आकर करो. In both cases, have not those excesses spoiled your body health? And how many times it's happening? Not getting up to 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, शर्म नहीं आता? छी, छी, छी. Beyond 5, 5:30, still if you sleep, you are not worthy of living. That's how it should be the strength. सुबह उठकर फ्रेश माइंड से हमारे लक्ष्य के प्रति हमें काम करते रहना. Our traditions, cultures. I'm just giving a random examples for common sense thought. Now think about it. My idea is don't be restless in going here or there, doing that or this. First, balance yourself. Focus on your own self management. अपने आप को इंटैक्ट रखो. फिजिकल बॉडी, फिजिकल सेंसेस, whether it called as energy levels, whether peace of mind, whether it is intellect's calmness, इस सारे पे दृष्टि दो. भागो मत, कोई भी बुलाया, भागो मत जैसे मन में आया. That's the common sense thought. If that is not there, you yourself go into the world and destroy your personality, or you make others do it so. In both cases, you are in fact ineffective, impotent. You can't achieve any goals. The life तो ऐसे ही बेकार में बीत जाता है जैसे कोई भी पशु हो. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May God bless all of us with the correct understanding of Gita and the ability to implement it and grow in our life. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Thank you, friends.